Okay, good morning, guys. I wanted to come on this morning to talk a little bit about Sephora is coming out with starter witch kits in October 9th. They come out. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about why I'm boycotting Sephora. I went from, let me start over. Instagram. I learned about it from Instagram. There's a couple different people on Instagram that posted about it. And it took me a little bit to get as ticked as I am about it. My first reaction, of course, was, I don't think that's a good idea for the witch community. And the more I thought about it, the more I thought, yeah, that's really a bad idea for the witch community. And I will tell you why. A couple things. First of all, that's what the witch kit looks like. It comes with a tarot deck, which I'm not gonna lie is a tarot collector. My first thought was, ooh, that looks like it could be kind of a cool deck. There's like this, I don't know, cool looking witch on the front. The problem is, though, that I have no idea who did their tarot set. I don't really care. I do care that, to me, witchcraft is a spirituality. It's a deeply spiritual connection to nature and to the energies of the universe. And they are selling this kit as a huge multi-million-dollar corporation to make money. They include a sage bundle, a piece of rose quartz, this tarot deck, which they don't say anything about it, who made it, where it came from, no ideas, and then a whole bunch of their fragrances, like little sizes of their fragrances. My issue with this is that, you know what, we have a lot of witches that do witch kits. Who work really hard at finding unique items that spiritually connect witches to other witches, that spiritually connect witches to nature, that do something for you spiritually to connect you to yourself. This kit and a lot of other multi-million-dollar corporations, I just feel like they are trying to make a buck. And I'm not real excited about that. Who knows what, who made up these kits? I will bet you $100 that it wasn't a witch, that it wasn't a true witch. The reason that pagans and witches go to witchcraft to begin with is because they're lacking something spiritual that they feel in the connection to nature, not to sell a product. And I think we are really hurting the actual witchcraft community if we buy into this. They're selling these kits for $42. Which most of us would buy a tarot deck for $42, but to get a sage bundle and a piece of rose quartz and all these fragrances, now who knows, I don't like perfume, so whatever. That is a lot of product for $42. That's not really bad when you're talking about a witch kit. But I wouldn't buy it if that was the last thing that was available to me as a witch besides what I could get out in nature. I am totally and completely boycotting Sephora because as far as I'm concerned, they're using the fact that we are finally becoming recognized. We have all fought very long and very hard to become recognized in the world as someone who's not a devil worshiper, a sacrificing animals person, a Satan lover. We've worked really hard to get people to understand that we just want to connect to nature and to energies in the universe. And they're using that fight that other witches have fought very hard for to sell their product. And to me, that is not okay. There's other companies that are doing very similar things. Apparently, Seed Beauty just released a $150 ritual box. You know, there's a difference between taking a trend and honoring the trend and trying to misuse a fight that someone else has fought. And I think it's the same thing as when we talk about cultural appropriation, that some people want to make money on someone else's fight. And I think, you know, I did a video a couple weeks ago about cultural appropriation that I didn't understand sometimes, some of it. And I think this has made it a little bit more focused. It's sad sometimes that I myself, as well as other people, sometimes we don't understand the fight until it happens to us. So I can see cultural appropriation pretty clearly this morning. At least when it, and I did say this on my video, that I certainly understand it when it comes to making money on someone else's culture. And I would not try to make money on a Native American cultural idea, or an African American cultural idea, or an Asian cultural idea. And I think that's what they're doing here. They are taking the fight that witches have had to fight for hundreds of years now and profiting off of it. And that's not okay to me. I will not be buying this kit. I would implore you not to buy this kit and not to buy anything like that from a multi-million-dollar corporate entity that is using our spiritual process to sell something. And that's what I have to say about it. I have not watched any other videos. I've seen a couple posts on Instagram. I hope that you think about it before you go out to buy one of these. Think about maybe putting your money into a real witch who's actually practiced, who has worked very long and hard and doesn't have access to create millions of this product, and so they can mark down their products. Sephora is making 1 million kits, let's say. I'm sure it's more than that, but I'm just using a nice big round number. They're making a whole lot of kits, and because of that, they can lessen the price of everything they're making and make this whole kit $42. Well, you know what? We have tons of witches on Etsy. We have tons of witches on Instagram, on Facebook, who really are busting their butts to try to get as many products out there that will help your actual spiritual path, who don't have access to lower the cost of their product because they're buying a whole bunch. And so I would implore you to spend your money on actual spiritual witch people. And that's all, guys. My first video, and I'm kind of bitching, so I'm sorry this morning. I am going to be having a couple more videos at least today because I have lots to catch up on. I have lots of ideas. We had a great video day yesterday, so hopefully you're starting out your day with some good stuff. Blessings.